Welcome back to my channel and to brand new Disney World vlogs, the first ones of 2025. This is a very exciting trip for various reasons. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it in a second and what my plans are. If this is the first of my videos that you've ever clicked on, hello and welcome. My name is Victoria and I have lots of Disney vlogs on this channel for you, mostly Disney World, but I also have Disneyland Paris, Tokyo Disney, California. I've been traveling to Orlando and visiting the Disney parks for 23 years now, and I've been vlogging my trips to the Disney parks for about 9 years, so there's lots of vlogs to watch as well as this new series. You guys know how much I love going to Disney World and I'm always excited for my trips, but the reason I'm so excited about this one, I am going to be staying at Caribbean Beach, Port Orleans Riverside, Grand Destino Tower, Art of Animation, the new Polynesian Island Tower, and All Star Sports. And this trip is only 7 nights. You're probably thinking that is a lot of moving around. Yes, it definitely is. And one of the things that I've done to make that easier, I'm only taking hand luggage, so it'll be much easier. I won't have loads of packing up and all of that kind of thing. I've just got a few things with me, the absolute essentials, and Disney will also move your bags from one resort to the other, so that'll make it easier to do all of those different resorts in just 1 week. It's also Festival of the Arts in Epcot, and that's the one I've probably done the least because it's only about a month long, I think. It's not a very long festival, so I'm excited for that. Becky is also out in Orlando at the moment, and so is Brogan. So you'll be seeing them in the vlogs as well. So if you're not already subscribed, you're going to want to subscribe and tap the bell icon because all of that is coming up over the next couple of months on the channel. I upload every Saturday. Some of them I'll be putting up as a premiere, and if you tap the bell icon, it means that you'll be notified whenever there's a premiere coming up or a video has gone live, so be sure to do that as well to make sure that you don't miss anything. It is quite cold in Orlando at the moment, so I'm told, but I actually don't mind that. I quite like it because it is easier for walking around, but I think it is going to warm up a little bit after a couple of days. I can't wait to get out there. I've come up the night before, as I always do. You can probably tell from the purple vibe in here that I'm in a Premier Inn. I've actually got the Premier Plus room today. It's really nice. It's got like a coffee maker and a fridge, and it's just a little bit more comfortable. It was a really reasonable price this time because the last few trips that I've done over 2023 and 24, Gatwick hotels were always really expensive compared to Heathrow, but I actually got this one quite cheap. I think it was only £50 for the night. This hotel's at North Terminal, and I need to go over to the BA desk at South Terminal because there's something wrong with my check-in. It allowed me to check in for the flight, but then it said something about documents and it couldn't give me my boarding pass. I don't know what is going on with that. I don't want to have to do anything in the morning because I don't have checked luggage. I will be able to just walk right up to security and go through. So I'm going to go over there now and sort that out, probably get something to eat, and while I'm over there I might take you around the terminal and just give you a little tour of the different dining options that you have. I don't do that very often, and I know a lot of you guys stay overnight the night before your flight to Florida, so I thought you might want to see what the dining options are as well as the restaurant in the hotel you're staying in. But a lot of people like to go over to the terminal to grab some dinner. It's just a nice start to your holiday. So I'll take you around and show you the options before security for your night before your trip. Look who I'm talking to. Having our little chats. But the reason I am filming this, obviously for you guys to say hi to Paul, but I don't know if anyone's noticed this on WhatsApp. I've got the camera balanced in a really weird way, as you can probably see. If you look at me right down in the bottom corner, if you do the heart thing with your hands, look, it does little hearts. Did anyone else know that on WhatsApp? We discovered it by accident, didn't we? Because if you do a thumbs up, it should, there we go, it does a little thumbs up as well. You guys won't be able to hear Paul because I've got headphones in, but yeah, I do think that's a really cute little feature though. Let me do it again just in case. There we go. Why won't yours do it? That's really sad. Anyway, he's going to say goodbye to you guys for now, and he'll be on the next trip, so you'll be seeing him in Florida before you know it. Just in case anyone was wondering how I had my phone mounted there when I was talking to Paul, I talked about this in my packing video. It's from a brand called Stick Tech, and it's a magnetic phone holder. It sticks to pretty much anything, and providing you've got like a MagSafe thing on your phone, you can just put it on there and it will hold it for as long as you need it to. So if you're filming stuff or talking to someone on FaceTime or whatever, and you can basically stick it to anything. It'll even stick to brick. I haven't tried that yet, so I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but apparently it does. But any kind of surface like this, it will stick easily. Then to remove it, you just twist it and it doesn't leave any mark whatsoever. I've tried it on so many different things before I came on this trip because I did not want to damage any surfaces, and it never leaves anything behind. You can wash this pad to revive its stickiness, and you can buy extra ones because eventually obviously they lose their sticky, but you can stick it loads and loads of times, wash it loads and loads of times before it actually stops working, and then you just put a new pad on the back. I'm absolutely loving this. It's so good for making content and for if you're on FaceTime to people. I love it. And I just keep this little clear thing that came on it originally, and then I just put that on the top, then it can go in my pocket without sticking to anything. It's amazing. I absolutely love this. I'll try and link it below. I think I'm going to get something to eat here, and if I can get one of the tables by the window, I can do a time lapse and you guys can do some people watching while I'm eating. So I'm going to begin upstairs where security is. This is the Block Hotel and security is right next to it. And heading down to the end here, they have Giraffe. This is somewhere I used to come to all the time, but I haven't been for years. This is actually handy. It has a sign saying food is leaving our kitchen within 11 minutes of ordering. Obviously when you're at an airport, you can be quite pushed for time, and sitting down in a restaurant, you don't want to miss your flight if you're waiting for food and stuff. So that's good to know how long it's going to take. And the menu does have lots of different things on it. So you've got tacos, you've got halloumi fries, chicken wings. They also have fish and chips, salmon, Moroccan grilled chicken, salads, a duck salad, katsu chicken curry bowl, a teriyaki rice bowl, Korean barbecue chicken. So they've got a lot of options actually. That's quite a big menu. Looks like they do breakfast here as well, so this is an option if you are landside for having breakfast. Usually in the morning I like to get through security and then do things like breakfast, unless I'm eating in the hotel. But it'd be rare for me to eat breakfast here. I think I would normally go through first. And down here at the end you've got the Wetherspoons. That's where I just ate. You know where you are with Wetherspoons. And obviously it does have the view down into the terminal, which is quite nice. You see all the comings and goings. So I've just walked back in the direction that I came. You've got security in the Block Hotel over there, and just round to the right you have a post box should you ever need one. And then you've got a Cafe Nero here. They've got grab and go stuff like sandwiches, soup, fruit, yogurt, stuff like that if you just want something quick. And carrying on back down this way, you've got lots of seating on the left here, and they've got charging zones. So if you need to charge your phone up before your flight or before you go through security, you can do that here. So this just shows you cafes and restaurants, hotel reception and departures is on level 3, and then check-in and bag drop and arrivals is on 2. On 0 is Concorde House. I'm not sure what that is. That's a question for you guys. Have any of you ever flown on Concorde? I don't think I know anyone who has, not that I'm aware of anyway, and I feel like that would just be one of the most amazing experiences to have had. So let me know in the comments, has anyone ever actually done it? Obviously you can't anymore, but I mean back in the day. I'm back downstairs now, and they've got a Boots here. It's not a huge one, but they have enough stuff in there for essentials and things that you might need. There's an M&S food. Just down at the end is Black Sheep Coffee that you can see here. Then round to here you can see the big Wetherspoons just at the top. Got another WH Smith there, that's a slightly bigger one. And down at this end you have Arrivals. Next to that there's a Pret and also a Greggs in the corner over there. Do love a Greggs. So those are all the dining options before security here at South Terminal at Gatwick. I just wanted to show you that in case you are planning on staying here overnight before you go on your flight, to let you know what the options are. There's not too many, but there are a few things. Just to show you how close I am to the lifts. This is my room. This is the coffee maker that you get in the Premier Plus rooms. It's an espresso pod machine. Little pods are there. I guess maybe some of these are normal and some are decaf. How are you supposed to tell though? Because it doesn't say. Maybe I'll have to Google it. Perhaps the different colours mean something. Oh, these little chocolates there too. Then you've got some different tea bags. You've got some herbal teas. And these are not the PG tips they normally have. They're Pucker organic tea. And in these rooms, you do also have a fridge, which Premier Inn rooms don't have as standard. I did buy myself a little thing of milk from Costa. I can't remember what they charged me, but it's just a little tiny cup of milk because I really don't like UHT milk. Let me know in the comments, are you the same on that? UHT milk is gross. And you also do get some water provided in the room. There's a still and a sparkling there. Other differences compared to the normal Premier Inn rooms, you've got this really nice chair and little footstool, which is a bit more comfortable than what the other rooms have. There's a thing here to put your luggage. Is this called an ottoman? It's kind of like a seat type of thing, but I use it to put my luggage on. Oh, busted. That's my sneaky Twix to go with my coffee. I think other than that, it's pretty much the same. There's a hairdryer, which I believe Premier Inns always do have a hairdryer. It's just Travelodge that don't. And this is the bathroom. I've got a feeling this is a bit nicer as well. There's no bath or anything. It's just like a walk-in shower. But it's a very nice room for £50. I can't believe how nice it is, actually. I found an espresso original menu. Hopefully this will help me figure out what these are. Right, this one says Vienna, which is something and smooth. Unfortunately, this is not a very good quality image. And this is arpeggio, intense and creamy. Okay, it sounds like neither of those are decaf. I'm gonna go with this purple one. I actually have a terrible track record with these pod type machines. If you've ever watched my other vlogs over on my other channel, Victoria in Detail, you have probably seen me badly attempt to use these before. I'm guessing there's like a power switch and I can't find that. And I put this cup underneath, but it looks like it's barely under there. But I'm guessing it just comes out of here. Let's hope. Okay, I've just put the pod in. No idea if that's just going to do it or what. I think I'm going to have to use a YouTube video to figure out how this works.
Hey everybody!
Wow, this guy's more excited about coffee than I am. He's just said that these should go like solid when it's ready, but they're just never turning solid. Let's switch it off and on again. That usually works for everything. Oh, we're in business. Oh, this has happened to me before. There's no coffee coming out. I wonder if this is just a cleaning cycle.
Moments later.
Aha, here we go. Success. So I'm gonna have my coffee and then I think I'm just gonna go to bed. I've got quite an early start tomorrow. My flight is at 11:20. Obviously I don't have to check my bag or do anything like that, so I don't need loads of time, but I still like to get through security quite early. So I've got a bit of time to browse the shops. There's a few things I want from Boots. I'll be needing a coffee to get me going. So I don't wanna go to sleep too late so that I can make sure that I do wake up. When I'm on my own on solo trips, I really worry about not waking up when I'm in hotels because it's just me. I do set my alarm, but I have this paranoia about alarms not going off. It has happened to me one time and there's just not another person here to make sure that we wake up, so it just makes me a bit scared, and I do tend to wake up like every hour I think because my brain is like, don't oversleep, don't oversleep. So I do want to make sure I get into bed quite early so I can at least try and get some sleep. I've made it into bed and I just need to take the rest of my makeup off. I've taken some of it off but just need to finish that. I'm currently watching Love Island. I know, before anyone says it, but it's my guilty pleasure. I do like watching it, and whenever I'm in the States it usually won't let me on to ITV to watch it. Maybe if I use a proxy it might work. I think I've tried that before but had mixed success, so maybe I'll be able to watch it while I'm away, but I am going to be so busy and so tired probably that I don't know that I'll get around to any of it, so I thought I would watch it tonight. Oh, and Becky just messaged me. She's been out there for a couple of days. She flew out a couple of days ago, or a few days ago now. She sent me a screenshot of the wait times in Animal Kingdom, and I guess it would be like 4:30, something like that in the afternoon at the moment over there, and Flight of Passage is 15 minutes. She said it's a walk on, so she's ridden it and then just walked around and gone on again. That is so low for Flight of Passage at that time of day, so maybe we'll see some short wait times on this trip. I'm obviously going to let you know what the crowds are like, what the wait times are like, as well as all of the other stuff that I was mentioning earlier. There's going to be loads going on and I'll definitely be giving you all the detail as always. I haven't decided what to do for breakfast in the morning, whether to eat here at the hotel or just go over to the terminal. I can't decide. Maybe I'll just make a snap decision on that in the morning. But I'm going to get to sleep now. It will just be a quick transition for you guys and then it'll be morning. Good morning. I'm feeling a little bit blurry-eyed. I'm going to make a coffee in just a second. I'm getting my outfit organised to travel in. I'm going to be wearing this sweatshirt. This is very kindly gifted to me by Pleasing, and it's part of their Fantasia range. This is still available. I will link it below. I've just got some comfy leggings there, and obviously I've got my sparkly kind of pink blue Converse, which will go nicely with this. I'm all ready and on the move. And for anyone wondering, did the alarm go off? Did I oversleep? What happened with that? I actually slept all the way through and didn't keep waking up, but I did oversleep a little bit, so I'm a tiny bit later than I wanted to be, but I don't have to do bag drop or anything like that. I can just go through security, so it's all good. I'm back over in South Terminal, and for once I don't need to go to the BA desk. I can just go straight through to security. That's an interesting update. I just mentioned that there's no plastic bags and they said you don't need them anymore. So that's a new update since last time I travelled in October. Well, that was definitely a breeze. I'm going to give you a little update on the security process when I sit down, because that was different to normal. We have to walk the sparkly floor first. Might need a little spritz of my Ralph Lauren. I did put some on this morning, but it was very hot in the hotel and it is in the airport here as well. So just have a little spritz if I can find it. There she is. I've worn this perfume since I was 17. Never changed it. I love it. I feel like that's actually more expensive than I've seen it online, so I'm just going to do a spritz and go. I'm sure no one will mind. And I still haven't decided what to do for breakfast. I'm in desperate need of coffee, obviously, and then I'm going to head upstairs. I think last time when Claire and I were here, there was something new being built up there, and I can't remember what it was, so I'll go and check that out. 11:20 Orlando, there it is. Gate info at 10:09. I might just see what Nando's have for breakfast, because they do a special airport breakfast menu, I believe. I did have breakfast in here once. I think it was just post-COVID, and they had the weirdest menu because they didn't have everything, so I ended up having like the strangest breakfast. They have eggs Benedict, eggs on toast, breakfast rolls, porridge, then pastries, pancakes. Oh, and they do have like a full English type thing and a vegetarian version. I've been seated. It's not too busy in here, so this is actually quite relaxing. That's not always the case for airport breakfast. The Nando's breakfast, like the classic one, it does have chicken, sausage and no bacon, so if anyone's used to your regular kind of full English, you might want to go somewhere else. So that's a slightly different twist. Breakfast has arrived, so I've got the eggs on toast, and then I did get a side of hash browns and beans and my latte, and it was £17.25. Airport breakfasts are always pricey though. Almost forgot to get a knife and fork. I'm not going to get very far without that. It looks like the hash browns have got the Nando's piri piri spice on it. Staff are really nice in here as well. The guy who is seating everyone is really, really nice, really friendly, and really helpful. Let's try this hash brown, give you a verdict on how spicy it is. Just goes to show, don't knock it till you tried it, because I actually really like that on there. It's a tiny bit spicy, but like if I can handle it, anyone can, because I really don't eat spicy food, and I'm fine with that. It actually makes it taste nicer. And just to let you know about security before I forget, I think I mentioned briefly that I didn't have to put my liquids into a bag. You don't have to take them out of your case or bag at all. She said just leave the liquids in there. I also didn't have to take shoes off. I didn't have to take my laptop out my bag. All of those usual things. They were just like, nope, you don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is take your jacket off and take anything out of your pockets. That was it. So security was actually a lot easier for not having to take the laptop, the liquids out, take your shoes off, all of that kind of thing. So it was really, really fast this time. I don't know if that'll be the case at every airport, so that was the experience here at Gatwick. I can't speak for the others, like Heathrow, I don't know if they're doing that, but yeah, it was much easier. All done in there, the breakfast was really good. I do think the breakfast at the Premier Inn is better value. I think it's around £12, I want to say, but it is a breakfast buffet. You can kind of have whatever you want there, and that one was more expensive at like £17 something, so probably the breakfast at the hotel is better really. It's actually not that long until my gate number comes up, so that's how quickly time goes. I need to pop over to Boots to get a few items, because I was obviously limiting all my liquids to 100ml, which I think you still have to do. It's just that you don't have to take them out and put them in a bag. I don't think you can now just take whatever liquid you want. I don't believe that's the case anyway. And just to show you up here, the thing that I couldn't remember that they were building was a Pizza Express, and they do have breakfast here. Just show you the picture here so you can see what kind of thing you can get. They do have a full English that looks like it has like breadstick type things on it, but this one does have sausage and bacon and all that kind of stuff. Pancakes, they have a breakfast pizza, that looks good. You do always have the option of the Wetherspoons as well. I do like a Wetherspoon breakfast, but I do have them at home sometimes, so I feel like trying something different when I'm at the airport usually. I need dry shampoo and hairspray and stuff like that. I do have a recommendation though. This is actually the sunscreen that I use every single day. It's the Boot Zone SPF hyaluronic acid. They also do one that has niacinamide. That one is vitamin C, but it's SPF 50. So I put this on my face every day. I've got some of it with me for this trip. I also use this VO5 Instant Volume powder for my hair, and that's really good too. And I should have the gate info in 3 minutes by the look of it. Just made my way down to the lower floor because this is where you'll need to be to actually go to the gate anyway. To gate 19 we go. It's honestly quite difficult vlogging a 9-hour flight when you're travelling solo because you're not chatting, there's not really anything going on. So here is a 9-hour flight solo in a nutshell. We took off 2 hours late. It was at least 2 hours, actually it might have been 3. Somewhere between 2 and 3. It was super late. We were supposed to leave at 11:20. I started watching Downton Abbey and about 10 minutes in realised I just watched it on my October flight, so I abandoned that. Had a Coke and some pretzels. Started watching Jane Eyre, which was super dark and a bit weird, but I got strangely invested in it, so I watched all of that. Then everyone was eating their food. I had a cheese sandwich and some hula hoops, cup of tea and some chocolate buttons. Then we got some mood lighting. I realised they had every series of Friends, so you could just session watch that for the entire flight until you're there. No idea what that was. They had some really good stuff. Imagineering Story is amazing if you haven't seen it. I decided to watch Beetlejuice. I've seen it before, but I love it. I got these in Boots and they were amazing. Delia Deetz, what a legend. Decided to play Animal Crossing. I recently changed my house into a manor house. Raymond, also a legend. Although he did seem to be like chasing down Marina and she was having to push him away. Then he appeared to be flirting, so he might be the most popular character in the game, but I think he might be a bit of a wrong-un. Listened to some music, went for a little walk. Leg stretching. An amazing member of cabin crew, Jordan, told me to go and look out the window because there's a really good view of northern Canada and it was beautiful to see. I decided to watch The Breakup. I love this film, it's quite funny, but it is a seriously real representation of a breakup. It's crazy. Another walk. Juice. Charging my phone for landing and having a cup of tea. Everyone else had some kind of pastry thing, I think. I got bored enough I started looking at the duty free and they had virtually nothing on there, to be honest. Pretty much what you've seen on this screen was it. Almost time to land, thank goodness. I was looking for whichever one made it look like we were the closest to being there. Decided it was this one. Not looking my best at this point, but happy to be landing. And that is a 9-hour flight solo, so just watch that on repeat for 9 hours and you'll pretty much get the full experience.
Well, from all of us at British Airways and the One World Alliance, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today. It's been a pleasure having one on board. We do apologise for the late arrival of this service. Obviously no fault of our own. Unfortunately that's just the way aviation goes sometimes. But you're here safe and sound to wish you a pleasant day. So I'd like to thank my crew for your very hard work today. It's been a very long day for everybody. So thank you very much.
Very glad to be bypassing baggage claim. Go straight to passport control today. I timed that from walking into that big kind of baggage claim passport control room. It took me 4 minutes to walk through, walk up to passport control, get through and out the other side. 4 minutes, so that's the quickest ever. I am going to have to quickly grab a Starbucks before I go and get my Mia's Connect bus because I'm desperate for a coffee. I was very grateful for the coffee that I had on the plane, that I had any at all, but it was not the one, so I need to get one now. If you are getting a Mia's Connect transfer, I've got the Starbucks behind me. You just need to walk to these lifts, these kind of glass lifts here, and go down to level 1, and that's where you'll find the Mia's desk. And the Mia's desk is right here, so very, very easy to find. I'm all checked in with Mia's and I've actually had to come outside because I'm so hot. Doing the walk from the plane to passport control and through the airport and everything, I feel really hot, and I've remembered now the downside of when it gets cold in Orlando is that they have the heating up so high inside buildings, so then whenever you go in somewhere you end up sweating. So I'm just about here to sit and wait for the bus. Shouldn't be too long hopefully, and I can get to sports, freshen up a bit. I'm feeling and looking a little bit worse for wear at this point, but overall the flight was really good. It was easy, nothing major to report other than the fact it was delayed a couple of hours, but these things happen. Got my myself a latte, and for the first time ever in Orlando, they did not ask me if I wanted it hot or iced. They just totally assumed that I wanted it hot. So clearly everyone switched over, because it's actually cold enough over here that probably even local people are drinking hot instead of iced coffee. This is like a pretty major cold snap. It does get cold in Orlando sometimes, in anything from like November through to, I guess, February, but this is kind of very cold at the minute. I don't mind it though, you guys know I don't feel the cold really, so this is great for me. It's an old Magical Express bus. Here we are! Oh, the smell. I just got excited as soon as that smell hit me. All checked in, and I'm in the Surf's Up section, which is really close to the main building. Look at that mist coming off the pool. I feel like it'd be way too cold to go in, heated or not, at the moment. I think I'm in this building here on the second floor. This one should be 1218, I'm hoping. Yes. They weren't sure if the magic band would work because it was doing something a little bit weird, so let's try. Aha! Ah, welcome home! There's nothing like walking into a Disney resort with the music on and the little welcome message. I don't think I've ever had this particular style of room before, because as you would have seen from previous videos, or if you've stayed at any of the All-Stars, a lot of them have the pull-down bed, but this one just has one giant bed, and this is a huge bed. All for me. But often it will have one smaller bed than this, and then the pull down, which when it is pushed up will create like a little table and chairs. In this room they have this table and chair here. You've got your refrigerator and coffee maker there. TV with this unit underneath, and these do have USBs, which is really handy. There is another chair in this room, so they kind of have it separated out like that. I guess you could move the table over here if you both wanted to sit, if there were two of you, but maybe that would be a little bit difficult to move. So I guess they've just put a second chair in here, so there are two if you are sharing this room. This room would actually be perfect for one person on your own. Even though the bed is absolutely massive and definitely more suited to two people. We're not even talking starfishing here. You could lay on this side and starfish, roll over, still in the starfish position, and not fall out with the bed. So you could do like a double starfish situation, it's so big. Then the bathroom is through here. This has got a really massive mirror. This mirror is actually huge. Got the pull-out kind of shaving mirror there. Some storage over here. Iron and ironing board. Then the little wardrobe space. Then the actual bathroom is really big in here. And then you've got a shower over the bath. So this room is perfect for me. It does feel a little bit weird not having the pull down bed, because that is always what I've been used to here at the All-Stars and at Pop Century. I didn't even realise that I had this particular type booked, unless they've just given me this for whatever reason, or because I'm on my own, I don't know. But I'm very happy with this. I'm in bed now. I am feeling quite tired at this point. I just had something to eat from Uber Eats. Today ended up being a little bit longer than I thought with that delay, but like I said earlier, things like that do happen. You do have to kind of expect the unexpected when it comes to travel days. Usually everything is fine, but over the years I have had things like that happen that put a spanner in the works, and you might think, oh, I'm getting an early flight, I'm gonna get there earlier than normal, and then you don't for one reason or another. But on the whole, it was actually very easy. Like I said, it took me 4 minutes from hitting the big baggage claim room to getting through, so that part was very easy. It went very fast when I was at Gatwick this morning, just getting breakfast and stuff, and then before I knew it I was on the plane. It was really just that delay, but otherwise it was all fine. I'll be taking you guys to Magic Kingdom in the morning, and that's all going to be in this one vlog, so keep watching. For you, again, it will just be a little quick transition. It'll be morning and then we'll be off to the park. Good morning, it is time to go to the Magic Kingdom, and I've had a very exciting morning. I've been trying to get a reservation for weeks and weeks and haven't been able to get it, and I finally managed to snag one this morning. I just happened to have a look and it was there, and it's something I haven't done since 2011, so I've never shown it in the vlogs before, and that is Cinderella's Royal Table. So I'm finally going to get to go there, show you guys what it's all about, how much it is, what the experience is like, is it worth it, all the questions, that we're going to be answering those today. I love that first morning feeling when you're walking to the bus or the boat, the monorail, whatever transportation you're taking, and you know it's first day of your trip, you've got the whole of the rest of it stretched out in front of you. It's just the best feeling. If you've been before, you'll know what I mean. If you know, you know. It does feel a bit drizzly, but I've got my umbrella, so I'm all good. The temperature in Orlando at the moment is 7 degrees Celsius. I'll put what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's very cold for Florida. I've been here in January and December and November before when it's been cold, but never quite this cold. It'll be interesting to see if the combination of the rain and cold might put some people off in the parks today, so I'll see how busy it is. Here we are, the train's just pulling away and it's looking kind of foggy. When I just look through there's a crane, you probably can't even see it on camera, just to the left of the station. I'm wondering when we walk into the park, it might be one of those days when you can barely even see the castle. Let's head in and see, because that can happen sometimes when it's foggy. Thank you. The station is so beautiful as you walk in. Here we are. I'm doing my best to keep any rain off the lens, but if there is any little spots of rain, I do apologise. And I can see the castle. It's not hidden in the fog. I thought it might be. I mean, it's a tiny little bit foggy, but we can definitely see her. I do want to have a look in the Emporium, but I think because it's raining, it might be a little busy in there at the minute, so come back and do that later. Lots of people arriving, so people haven't been deterred. Maybe I'll head over into these stores just to have a look. I always think of this as a kind of feature room of whatever is the most popular kind of ranges at the time. That shirt's pretty neat actually, I like that. And I'm guessing this pale blue Spirit jersey is the latest. Don't think I've seen this one. Oh, Magic Kingdom, that's really nice. I don't wear a lot of that colour, but that is nice. What's new with the ears? I do have a red sequin pair that's slightly different to this. You can see the sort of mini heads in the sequins. Can you see that? They have similar in gold, but this one has the more structured kind of bow. This is what the bow is like on the ones I have. I don't think I've seen these before. They're very sparkly. Oh, look at these. I really, really like those. This shirt is nice because it has all of the park icons on it, but it's still kind of subtle because it's not bright or anything. It's just like a muted kind of colour. It's $64.99, and this one, which now I've touched it, feels really, really nice. It's very soft. That one's the same, $64.99. That does feel really, really nice. There is a Loungefly bag that goes with those sparkly red ears. That is $99. They're always a little more expensive. The ones that are kind of sequined all over with the bow and the ears and everything, those are always a little bit more pricey. This jacket is new too, I think. I like that. $79.99. Just grabbing myself a coffee. At this location, they do have the grilled cheese with tomato soup. I would imagine quite a lot of people would go for that today. It's definitely soup and grilled cheese weather. Oh, I think we got the rainy day cavalcade coming by. If you've never seen that before, it's something that they have just on rainy days. Fair warning, you will get this song stuck in your head, and sometimes when it's raining back in the UK I hear this song in my head too. And I just saw a sign to say that the boarding group is full for Tiana's Bayou River Adventure today. I won't be braving that, it is entirely too cold. Some people obviously are though. I am so excited to go and eat inside the castle. I haven't even looked at the menu, to be honest. I am just here for being able to go inside the castle and to eat there. It's just been so long since I've done it. Beautiful from every angle. She doesn't have a bad side for photos. Most people feel like they do, but Cinderella Castle, definitely not. I've got 10 minutes before my reservation and I've already checked in, so I'm gonna head inside. Oh, someone's magic band is making bell sounds. That's awesome. I've never heard that. That's so cool. You are, that is special. Oh gosh, this is amazing. Wow, I've forgotten how beautiful it is. Look who's here. Oh my gosh, she looks beautiful in her winter dress. They just called me for my table, and normally they say like the Moore family, but they called Lady Victoria. I'm living for that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Queen Victoria?
Yes, thank you. Gosh, now I'm Queen Victoria. I've been promoted from Lady to Queen. It is so beautiful in here. 14 years is actually a long time, so I was struggling to completely remember how it looks. It is absolutely beautiful. It's not too busy in here either, and you can see out the windows there into Fantasyland. There's the carousel going around. This is the little table setup, and the menu is really beautiful. I love this. And the way that it works here, you pick an appetizer, an entree and a dessert, and it's a set price. If you're on the dining plan, it is 2 credits because it's a signature. In terms of appetizers, they've got slow braised beef, soup of the day, which she said was a tomato bisque, a salad and shrimp. Then for entree, they've got lamb chops, a filet, which she said she recommended, pan-roasted cauliflower with quinoa salad, tomato jam. That's the vegan option. Then they've got marinated grilled chicken with wild mushroom risotto. That sounds really good. And then a crab-topped catch of the day. Then for dessert, they've got Floating Island, which is a raspberry meringue with tropical fruits, Jack and Gus Gus cheesecake, vanilla cheesecake with fresh fruit, and the server recommended the Clock Strikes 12, which is the chocolate ganache tart topped with salted caramel coffee mousse. That does sound really good. And coffee and tea and soda and things like that are included. And then if you wanted to have any other drinks like alcohol or coffees and specialty coffees and things, you would have to pay. Just to be clear on that, if you were on the dining plan, then you would be able to get an alcoholic beverage as your beverage. When I say it's not included, I mean if you're paying out of pocket. So for me, I've paid for the set menu, but if I want any of these, I would have to pay. I think I'm going to get the chicken, provided it's not chicken on the bone. If it is on the bone, then I will go for the pan-roasted cauliflower, but that does sound really nice, but I only like chicken breast without bones in it. And I think I'm going to get the tomato bisque, because it is quite cold weather. Normally I'd go for the salad, but I think I'll get the soup. And for my drink, I've just gone for a coffee. I literally have just finished one in the background. Ignore that, pretend that didn't happen. I'm having a coffee and some water. The bisque has arrived, and this smells really good. I'm actually quite glad I'm having this, because when I was in Starbucks this morning, I really did feel like I wanted some of that grilled cheese and tomato soup. So it turns out I'm going to get my tomato soup anyway. Let's give this a try. That's good. It's actually a little peppery, not in a bad way, but just a little bit sort of, when I say pepper, I mean like ground pepper, not bell peppers, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm thinking how this probably goes is that they do the seating in phases. So they get everyone seated, people start actually eating and maybe eat most of their meal, and then they have the princesses come around. That would make sense if they do it that way, so the princesses aren't coming around when people are just ordering or when the tables are like empty, maybe. I guess that's what it is. The entree has arrived, and this smells really, really good and looks amazing too. So I've got mushroom risotto, the grilled chicken, and it looks like it's got some kind of like herbed coating on it. It looks really nice. But the brief is always in the taste. Mushroom risotto is one of the things I cook at home the most, and I really like the mushroom risotto I make, so it'll be interesting to see what I think of this one in comparison. And that's really good. It's very truffly as well. I love truffle. I actually had chicken when I went out for dinner just before I came away, and it was really dry and not very nice at all. This is not dry. Chicken can be sometimes. Flavour's really nice on it on top, so yeah, this is really good. I'm glad I got this.
Is Princess Jasmine.
Oh, here she is, first princess. Aurora has just joined as well, and you can see Jasmine going around there. It's a lot busier now. When I first sat down, there was hardly anyone in here, so it's got a lot busier. This restaurant is very hard to get a reservation, I will say that. So if you do want to eat here, you definitely want to be on it at the 60-day window to make sure you can get a reservation. Having said that, I did get my reservation this morning, but I am only one person. I don't know if that made a difference, and you wouldn't want to rely on that. So if it's important to you to eat here, then definitely try and get that reservation early.
Here is Merida.
Oh, Merida. Aurora is looking stunning. My hair genuinely looked like that this morning, but the humidity's made it flat. Clearly she's not been outside yet. I changed my mind at the last minute about the dessert and went for the cheesecake. And look at this. Kind of taking that literally, it actually looks like cheese. I love that. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. So creamy. I'm going to try a bit with the strawberry. That is amazing. I'm so glad I switched at the last minute. Oh, look at Ariel. She's so beautiful too. The princesses are absolutely stunning.
It's absolutely shining.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, it must have taken you hours upon hours to find a single piece of jewelry that sparkled like your eyes do.
I love these. These are very
They're
sparkly.
beautiful. They bring out the sparkle in your eye.
Oh, thank
You have to
you.
come fly with Aladdin and I. We like to fly over, sideways, and under through a dazzling diamond sky.
I would love to.
Worlds of adventures.
Oh, we've got Merida and Aurora visiting now. All the princesses are arriving at once.
What if you just babysit my brother for a baby?
I mean, I can do that.
Not for long, just for about a year. You take him, I'll get a wee break. I think it's simple.
Oh, okay, a year. Wow, that's
Just a wee year.
a week. Okay.
They'll build a tunnel from their rooms out to the kitchen. They'll jump up, keep all the sweets for a quick time. You could have told them.
That's okay. I can take on the challenge.
Perfect.
I see you have a little sunshine in your hair.
I do. Your hair is beautiful, though.
I'm wondering, are you a fairy as well with all this fairiness in your hair?
I am today. I'm being sparkly today.
I see you must make it purple then sometime.
Yes.
My fairies just a bit. Or at least it's just my Aunt Flora and Mary Weather. Oh, I hope that Aunt Fauna can try making green there sometime.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
She would love that to match her green list.
Absolutely.
Maybe they can get some inspiration from me with the purple there. My pink and blue would both make purple, wouldn't it?
It would.
A purple dress to dance into.
Amazing.
Lovely and
That dress is beautiful.
very much. Gosh, I like all the sea crystals you've got on top of your head. It's for yourself.
No, someone made them for me, though. I was very pleased with them.
Oh, really? Carlotta can help me make hair for myself. Maybe we'll decorate with a dingle hopper, snarf flat, whatchamacallit, some pearls, some sea crystals.
They sound amazing.
I think that'll match just about everything I own.
This dress is beautiful. I love it.
Carlotta, that little seaweed thing, I think it's a nice set.
Oh, yeah. Wow, what an experience this has been. I'm going to talk about it a bit later, do like a debrief on the whole experience and the cost and what I thought of it and everything. So keep watching till the end for that. This has really been incredible. I'm so glad I managed to get this reservation this morning. Let's just have a last little look from this staircase because you can kind of see the whole room there from the middle. It is such a beautiful restaurant. To be inside the castle is just so special. That is one of the best things about this experience. Well, as the beginning of a Magic Kingdom day goes, it doesn't get much better than that. It's still raining, so I think this calls for PhilharMagic. That's always a good stop. It's a little bit longer than some of the other like rides or attractions, and it's one of my favourite things. I just love it. It includes all the classics. So it's actually one of my favourite things in all of the Magic Kingdom. After my high of visiting Cinderella's Royal Table, this will just finish that off for me, even if I didn't do anything else today. Don't worry, I will do. But yeah, two of my favourite things.
Oh, I can hardly wait. I just love the PhilharMagic Orchestra.
Just do a little wait time check while we're here. 30 minutes there for Haunted Mansion, 20 for Pirates, 35 over at Jungle Cruise. That may possibly be a little bit lower than normal because it is very cold, so maybe people don't want to, you know, be outside. 40 minutes for Peter Pan's Flight. That's really not that high for that attraction either. But 65 minutes over here. Meeting Ariel. Again, that's an indoor experience, so that's probably quite high. Tron is 50, 30 for Space Mountain. It's not too bad in general. That's pretty good.
That's right,
Full house
ma'am.
today.
You show them how it's done. Oh, George, being a stage manager sure is fun.
And the rain has stopped, so that's good news. I enjoyed that even more than usual because I'd just seen Jasmine and Ariel over in Cinderella's Royal Table. When I was watching those scenes, I just felt like I enjoyed them even more, so absolutely loved it. I love the music in the hub so much. How can you not be happy when you hear this music? It doesn't matter what the weather's doing or whatever's going on. Love it.
For joining us and enjoy the rest of your day here in the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, hi Daisy. She just spoke to us. Oh, there's both of them. I love that. I love that they still do that little mini stage show. So when they can't do the proper one because it's raining, they do come out and just do a very short little show. So it's really nice that they still do something. Same with the rainy day cavalcade. Some people may only have one day in the parks, and it'd be such a shame if you didn't get to see anything like that. So I love that Disney do little mini condensed versions of things as much as they can, even when it's raining. I'm gonna head into Tomorrowland. I don't think any trip to the Magic Kingdom is complete without a ride on the People Mover. I did manage to snap a couple of photos there by the castle in between the rain. It stopped for about 2 minutes, so you've got to get those photos while you can.
Welcome aboard the People Mover.
Oh, there's pretty much no one here. Usually there's a bit of a line. There's no one here at all. It's a total walk-on.
Please step carefully onto the moving platform, then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and other appendages inside your car.
I'm Morak 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky. The absolute best way to see tomorrow.
Oh, we've got some sideways rain coming in. It's kind of coming down now.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
Well, there goes the train. We've been stuck here for a little while, but I'm not mad at it since it's raining. This is actually ideal because hopefully I can wait it out until it stops. I was going to do a second time around, but it has got stuck quite a few times, and I will admit when I'm just sat here not moving, it's quite cold. I've been finding as long as I'm walking around that I really don't feel too cold at all, so I think I'll just do the one time around today, go and grab a hot drink, and I keep saying I'm going to go into that store there next to Space Mountain, so I am going to go and do that today, finally.
My fellow sentient life forms, our People Mover journey has nearly come full orbit.
I'm here at Joffrey's. I'm going to ask if they do that frozen mission to s'mores as a hot drink. I think they used to, unless I've totally imagined that. I could not drink a frozen drink today, definitely not. Finally made it into this store, and it is mostly Star Wars and Marvel by the look of it. They got with a Grogu cuddle pillow. Very cute. He's a side sleeper. I really like that mug actually, that's very cute. They have Tron merch in here as well if you are looking for the merch to go along with that attraction, if you love it. This is where you'll find it. And you get the Tron Light Cycle helmet, that's $59.99. Got this t-shirt, it kind of feels like a workout type top. This mug is interesting. It's got a very unique kind of handle on it. The mug is $24.99. There's a baseball cap as well in case the helmet's a little too out there. I don't feel it's an item you would get a lot of use out of. Oh, I've never seen these Tomorrowland ears before. The monorail Tron. Those are really neat. There's a Tomorrowland hoodie, that's $59.99. Got some really good stuff in here. It's worth coming in to have a look. Just come into Star Traders to see what they have in here. The first thing I'm seeing here are these ears with this giant bow. This is so huge. And next to it, they've got the 2025 ears. I've seen a lot of new ears today. Oh, that's nice. I really like that. $69.99. This hoodie is nice too. You know I like a zip on a hoodie. That's what it looks like on the back. Most magical place on earth. And they also have it in black. And it's $69.99. The only thing I would worry about is washing this. I really feel like that would potentially come off. I feel like I have to hand wash it, and I really can't be bothered buying stuff that I have to hand wash. It's very nice though. And with cold weather, they always roll out the rail of hoodies and sweatshirts and things like that. This is a Spirit jersey, but one of those fluffy ones. It's kind of got the Mickey head print, like in fabric, if you can see that. I'm guessing their standard Spirit jersey price, which I think is about $80. This is really, really nice. And that's actual sequins, so I feel like that would be okay in the wash. It's only when it's like the shiny printed stuff that it can go a bit dull. I really, really do like that. That's what it looks like on the front. Very similar to the hoodie we saw in the store next to Space Mountain. They've got a Spirit jersey version of that as well, saying Tomorrowland. That's really nice. Yeah, this is the stuff I'm talking about when you wash it that comes off. I had the Belle of the Ball bronze. I don't know if anybody remembers that from quite a few years ago now. And I washed it once according to the instruction, and the shine completely came off it. The lettering didn't like come off, but it just went really dull and a bit weird. So yeah, I'm never sure about those ones. There's a Villain's Loungefly. Oh, look at the Cheshire Cat Loungefly. It's very fluffy. I love that. $90. I thought it might be because it's like a different type of fabric. I do like that. There's this Spirit jersey as well with Walt Disney World in black. I think I'm going to call it for today and head back to the hotel. I worked out I got about 3.5 hours sleep last night, and with such a busy week coming up, I think I need to rejuvenate a little bit. So I'm gonna head back to sports. This won't be the end of the vlog. I'm gonna debrief on what I thought of Cinderella's royal table and all of that. So keep watching if you want all the details on that. I have never noticed that kind of Loch Ness monster, I guess it's supposed to be, the topiary over there. Has that always been there? It's entirely possible it's been there for about 10 years. This is me, so I may not have noticed. The rain started to come down a lot heavier now. There's still a lot of people around though, so it doesn't seem to have deterred everyone. I won't do the Emporium today. I would imagine it is absolutely packed in there because people are trying to take shelter. So it won't be a good day for that. I'll do that when I'm back later in the week. Oh, I got the Dapper Dans.
Happy haunts materialize and begin to go-go-life. Gringos come out to socialize. Hear the knell, the requiem bell, we're hoping where the spirits dwell. Rascals bones materialize, rise on every side. Gringos come out to socialize, socialize. As the moon flies high o'er the dead oak tree.
Oh, they're so good. Love the Dapper Dans. So it's goodbye to the Magic Kingdom, but just for now. I'll be back in a few days' time. Oh, it's the Banshee bus. Let's have a little look in the shop here. Oh, I think this is a new Spirit jersey. Becky was describing one to me that she's purchased already. I think this might be it. That's really nice actually, I like that one. I like the colours in that. I'm getting like 50th anniversary vibes. And these are the ears that go with it. Got some 2025 merch. I don't tend to buy a lot of dated stuff because it is only relevant then for that year, so I usually don't buy these things. Got Daisy and Donald Valentine shirt. Look at this aqua fuzzy loungefly. It reminds me very much of the Arundel aqua colour that they had a while back, if you remember that. But it's all fluffy. I really like that. It's glittery as well. This is nice. They got an All-Star Resort sweatshirt, so not specific ones for each of the All-Stars, but just a general one. It's $59.99. You can pick up a resort mug in here as well. There's a few more All-Star Resort items here. They've got a tumbler, a t-shirt with a tie on the bottom. Oh, look, the popcorn ears that go with the bag that I have. They're really neat. I've not seen those before. Still no takers for the pool. They don't even have lifeguards on duty because I don't think anyone will be going in there. And it would be far too cold probably for the lifeguards just stood there and there's not even anyone in the pool. Hey everyone, I'm in bed now. I am really feeling it by this point. After getting very little sleep last night, I've hit a wall and it's definitely time to turn in and get an early night. I do just want to let you know a little bit about what I thought of Cinderella's royal table though. I was so glad I got that reservation. Like I said, I have been trying for ages. I worked out it was 13 years ago that I last did it, so a long time ago. I wasn't really sure what to expect in terms of the menu. I didn't look. I was kind of hoping for breakfast, but I'm actually really glad that it ended up being lunch. First of all, the food was way better than I was expecting. I thought it might be one of those things where the experience is kind of what you're paying for and the food was just okay, but actually the food was really, really good. My favorite thing was the dessert, not just because of how it looked, although it did look really, really cute, but it actually tasted incredible. Second was the appetizer. I really enjoyed that soup. And my third favorite was the chicken and the risotto, but all three were really nice. The other thing to mention is that all of the cast members I encountered there were so nice, from outside on the podium, inside when you queue up to meet Cinderella. That is one thing. You do have a little bit of a wait once you get into the castle to meet Cinderella, but that's, I think, part of the queuing process. So it's just kind of giving you something to do while you're waiting for the table to be ready. So that really wasn't a big deal, and it was nice to get a proper photo there with Cinderella. Then everybody up in the restaurant, the server, everybody was so nice. The interaction with the princesses was really one of the best things about it. Sometimes with character meals you can feel a little bit rushed, especially if you are by yourself and you're an adult. Sometimes they almost skip over you a little bit, and that wasn't the case at all. And although the interaction is amazing and meeting the princesses is great, the main thing actually for me is just the fact that I was in the castle. I think all of us have probably spent a lot of time outside the castle taking photos in front of it, watching fireworks and looking at it from the outside, but being able to go in and sit there and enjoy a meal in such a beautiful setting, that is definitely the highlight for me. It is expensive expensive. I think it was around 80 something pounds, so it's like $100. It is not cheap. Like I said, you can use the dining plan and it's 2 credits there, but with this I genuinely did find it to be worth the money. The whole experience was great. I would definitely go back. If you have little ones who love princesses, they would absolutely love that experience. But just the experience of being inside the castle was really, really special, so I loved that. I'm so glad I got to do that and share that with you guys today. I'm going to be moving to my next hotel tomorrow, which is Grand Destino Tower. This is one of the ones I've been the most excited for. I cannot wait to stay there. I visited and looked around the lobby and everything, but to be able to actually stay there, I can't wait. So like I said earlier in the video, if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon, and that way you'll be notified whenever a new video goes up. If I'm doing a premiere or a live stream or anything like that, then you'll always know. I hope you enjoyed the first of these new 2025 vlogs. I can't wait to share the rest of it with you. Thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you guys are all well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Coffee's all done, and look who I found! Hi! I'm so excited to have a little bit of Disney time with Becky, and the sun is out. You can probably see on my sunglasses. We are loving it.
It's beautiful. It's cold.
Yeah.
I've got a glove on.